Ah, this thing. Okay. Let's fast travel over that way. Actually, maybe I'll get the Ethildian there first. Just in case the mission takes me a bit further away from stuff. There's another guy to rescue as well. I've been blogging about this year's NaNoWriMo, my work on the project. So I have now gone public with the title of Orcs vs. Wolves. Yeah. Where's this fist guy? Somewhere over there. I'll find him. So in addition to orcs and goblins, the other thing I've been needing inspiration for is werewolves. And I've been surprised at how difficult it's been to find good sources of inspiration for that. Yeah. At least in the movies I've been able to find. Drink up now available. Nice. Oh, there's the other Ethildian. Yeah, I'll go after that. Because something I want to try and do with this version of werewolves is address werewolf mentality. Like how packs work and how individual wolves think.
Nani here, Galar Mordor.
And the contrasts between the human and wolf logic, and what it would be like for someone who is sort of a part of both worlds. But very few of the werewolf movies that I've seen really get into the wolf aspect so much. They basically just treat the werewolf as a monster. And the stories are just all about turning into a monster. I don't know, don't fight amongst yourselves. It's dumb. That is one thing where, annoyingly, I have to give the Twilight films credit because they actually do address wolf mentality. I'm not saying they do it well. I don't actually know enough about the subject to be able to say. But at least they do it. At least they acknowledge that werewolves are wolves. Like, there is a wolf aspect to being a werewolf. It's not just about being a great big furry thing. You might as well just be a bear at that point. Which you can also do. There is such a thing as werebears in fantasy, and I don't quite know why. I don't know why you would need both werewolves and werebears. Yep. I think I've got this thing now where my sword does extra damage while it's glowing. Don't generally put that to use though. You may have noticed. I think I'll try and recruit this guy. Seems to be a lot more orcs here than I was thinking. Yeah. And you. Sure. Worked out. I'm getting shot at. Say that about me getting shot at.
Who do you serve?
Oops. My actual target died just in time for me to switch targets to someone I didn't want to target. It's a good thing my servants are very forgiving.
I didn't mean to cause so much trouble. I just lost my head. I hope my friends can forgive me.
Like, actually lost your head? No. No, he'd probably be dead if that was the case. I'm going to deduce, using my clever detective skills, that he was probably speaking metaphorically. Is this the one that has me riding a Caragor? Because if so, I think I'm ready for that one. Yes. I somehow recognized those ruins. Alright, let's give this a go. Mount... Oh, it's right there. Probably really didn't have to be as afraid of this one as I was. Alright. Decipher which one's closest. There we go. Not a fan of timed missions. And what is it? Kill patrolling guards before they reach their strongholds. Oh! Yes. Okay, wait, come back. Good kitty. Before they reach their strongholds. So I don't actually even necessarily know that I'm targeting them in the right order as far as making sure that they don't get to where they're trying to get to. For some reason cannot climb up there. And can't climb up there either. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use the map. Although that doesn't really help. I guess I'll try going this way. Can I cut across here? Yes. Can't jump over that apparently. But can jump all the way up there. Even though I didn't want to. It is a bit of a perfect storm of frustration for me when there's a time limit. And I think that I can jump over something, and my character is arbitrarily like, nah. Without any explanation. But will jump all the way up a wall. Just because. Is it duck and... Oh, that's not it. Yeah. And... Yay! Slow motion parkour off of orcs. Fun. I think I'm done here. I'm done there now. Theodine. Let's go after that. Yeah. That was something that I remembered from the first time, and I'd say only time, that I went through the Twilight anthology. Was I remembered that they had a different kind of a take on werewolves, and it was something that I appreciated. Where is this? There it is. There is two groups of people. The plot thickens. Where is this now? Over there. Okay. But I only specifically remember that being the case in New Moon. Maybe just because that was the one that left the impression on me. So I did end up checking out New Moon a second time, as I was prepping for this year's Nano. In contrast to when I did Vampires vs. Dragons last year, and I very adamantly decided not to turn to the Twilight films for inspiration on vampires.
What was that?
Thought I didn't catch him in time for a second. Even though Twilight does have some insightful things to say about the issues of being a vampire, it is difficult to shake off the reputation of the sunlight glitter and how much of a contrast that is to every other version of vampires, to a point of being beyond reason. So if you think about the top universal rules as far as vampires work, being killed by sunlight is the number 2 thing that comes to my mind. Number 1 thing being sucking blood. Stealth kill Urex without being detected. I can probably pull this off if I'm careful and don't talk too much. But part of the reason I'm here is to talk. So, if I end up having to do this multiple times, I'm gonna blame you guys. Yeah. I don't think anybody detected me from that. Unfortunately, I can climb up here. I see an archer, so I will see if I can get up behind him without being detected. There we go.
You hear that?
No.
This Mordor's dead.
Oh, I can climb up there. Alright. I only need to kill one more guy, and theoretically it doesn't matter if I get seen by others in the process. As long as it's after he's dead. Yep. Sweet. Cool. This is now... Okay, yeah, it's the broken sword, and you can kind of tell that, but it has been adjusted a bit to look more like a proper dagger that was actually originally intended to look that way. That is nice. And that's the halfway point, so it might look more completely like a proper dagger by the time they're all done. Well, there's a buttload of Ithildian over here. Fast travel not available. What happened? Is it because I'm in a stronghold? Weird. Or is it just because it needed to load? Okay. So, I'm not saying that you can't go against established rules for things like vampires, because that in itself has become a fairly common thing for vampire stories, is to address things that have been regarded as rules and repurpose them as misconceptions. To the point that that itself has become cliché. But if you are going to go against established rules, you do need to have a good reason. And my thing about the sunlight glitter is that there was no reason for it. It's breaking off one of the main things that makes a vampire. For purposes of something that has no relevance to the plot.
Nani here, Galar Mordor.
Because I thought that the whole point of having the story set where it was the fact that it was always cloudy, and so therefore was actually safe for vampires. Not safe from being shiny. It does technically have some plot relevance in New Moon, but only in a very convoluted way that could have been done so many other better ways.
Is that you, Ranger? Come me down quickly.
Worst thing about the big sticks is the why the hell was that time? Lazy globes.
I'm having trouble seeing.
Why still
Let's go through it. dived through the floor. That guy freaked out and ran into the fire. This is going well so far. Yeah. Ouchie. There we go. No, not you. This guy. There we go. Can I... Ah, I can get to him in time. Ouch. I did not say that that guy was an enemy. Yeah. Shield guy, protect me. Yeah, no, where's the last guy? You have to run so far away. Yeah.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Ouch. Ah, another one over here. Okay. There's just the three of you?
We're free.
I guess because it's in the middle of the stronghold. Yeah, you're welcome. Ouchie. Yeah. There we go. I think these are the two missions that I was all about, like, not doing until I felt I was ready. I definitely feel that I'm now ready. So enemies' arrows darken the sky and move to eliminate the archers and clear the path for his forces. Okay. How complicated is this? Stealth kill archers without... Okay, is there a time limit? Doesn't look like it. Stealth kill, so that's not shoot. That's stab them while they're not looking. I presume. That's one. So yeah. Can I climb up here? No. Can I go over this way?
I'm hearing it. If it comes back, we'll kill it then.
There you go. Without setting the alarm, so I think it's safe for me to get detected as long as I kill everyone before they get to an alarm.
All of our enemies are weak compared to us.
Yeah.
That's because we never retreat and never
There's a lot over there. I wonder what's the best way to get over there without being detected too much. I see zip lines coming this way, but not... Oh, maybe that. Okay. Will that actually help? Won't help if I get detected, but I think I'm okay.
How can a mere tark hop on the back of a catapult? Must be elven magic. No way I'd let such filth ride on my back.
So, yeah. Reputation-wise, there's a lot in the Twilight stories to make fun of. There is a lot of love stories and not love stories that are still better love stories than Twilight. But I do give credit where it's due. It does address some things about vampire life. Or vampire existence, if you'd rather. That are things that don't often get addressed. And that is the kind of stuff that writers like me do find interesting and appreciate. Even if I feel like a lot of the rest of the story was not done very well. Only 2 guys left. I'm doing surprisingly well with this. Oh, so I don't actually have to kill all of them. How did you see me? Duck and jump up here. Okay. Nobody saw me enough. That's the good news. Yeah. All done. Now your turn. Yeah. That looked like it probably sucked. Hey, made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment to let me know what you think, and subscribe to stay notified about future content. Until next time, thanks again for watching. I hope you're all staying safe. I'll see you later.